Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Of course we're heading towards a little splendid war as I think it was Theodore Roosevelt talking about the Spanish War, I think. Little splendid war. Remember? Yes, in the Balkans. I think we're gonna head towards that direction. I mean, it's not something that, oh my God, rocket science to realize that, as long as the Serbs are still Serbs, if you know what I mean. That means if the Serbs become like Romanians, then we're gonna have a beautiful peace, which I hope we do, but under what terms? That's what always matter. Because if you remember, Napoleon Bonaparte said, well, I love peace. I'm a man of peace, as long as peace is made on my terms. Which is true. When you hear people saying, well, why are they still fighting? They don't love peace. They don't want to have peace. Yes, I want to have peace. Give me everything you got and we're going to have peace. Basically, that's what it is everywhere. Someone wants something from someone else. And that person doesn't want to give it back. And then someone from outside or from inside will point fingers and say, hey, he doesn't want to have peace. Well, he wants to have... So yeah, and they're going to have people saying, wait a second, he doesn't like peace. He likes it, but on his terms. So the same thing happened here in Kosovo, Serbia, whatever. New problems with the stupid license plates. They had a little meeting, the Serbs and Albanians. They have a little meeting in Brussels, I think, and nothing happened. Why? I will explain in about 3 seconds. Once I read this little thing here, coming from Sputnik, which is today, the 21st of November 2022. Serbian President Vucic says negotiations with Pristina in Brussels fruitless. That means not good. Well, what did you expect? Serbian President Alexander Vucic said on Monday that negotiations with the Kosovo authorities in Brussels on postponing the controversial measures of Pristina were fruitless. Earlier in the day, EU Foreign Policy Chief Joseph Borrell held a summit for Belgrade and Pristina amid the escalation in Kosovo, which was attended by Vucic, Prime Minister of Kosovo Albin Kurti, and EU Special Representative Miroslav Lajcak, something like that, I'm sorry, Lajcak. And I'm quoting, for reasons beyond my understanding, we were not able to reach absolutely any agreement. The Serbian side was completely constructive and we accepted the amended text 10 times, but the Albanian side did not want to accept anything. All the time they supplemented something impossible. So I can say it is that I want to collect my thoughts. I have saved all the papers from the meeting and will appeal to the citizens, Vucic says, as quoted by Serbian state news agency Tanjug. Now, earlier on Sunday, Vucic said that he does not expect the Kosovo authorities to backtrack on their decision to penalize citizens driving with Serbian-issued license plates, warning that the controversial policy may plunge the breakaway province in yet another escalation after November 21st. The Kosovo authorities require the local Serbs re-register their car plates, demanding that they feature the EU standard letter code of RKS, Republic of Kosovo, instead of KM, the Serbian identifier for the disputed region of Kosovka Mitrovica on the border. The deadline for the re-registration was October 31st. Now, I could have told you nothing will happen, as I said, if the Serbs are still Serbs, because if Vucic would have agreed to anything, he would have been considered a traitor. Traitor. That's what he was been considered by his nation. Because I tell you why. They start from this point of view. Kosovo, the province of Kosovo, is Serbia. That's how they view it. So anything that they give to those authorities that, by the way, they don't consider to being legitimate, as a country or whatever they say they are, everything that they would give those guys would mean that they legitimize that government. So obviously when that government in Pristina says we're going to implement this, we're going to do this, the Serbs are like, you're illegitimate, you can't do that. So any kind of little, I'm going to let you do that. No, because it's going to be viewed as I said, that's a traitorous act. Now on the other side, the other hand, you have the Albanians. They want Kosovo, which they have it as of now, unrecognized by half almost of the world community. Remember, out of 193 countries in the world, I think only about 100. They usually changes 103 or 98 countries recognize that. It depends how the wind blows. So that tells me it's not about principles, it's about politics. If it will be a principle, if a rape is a rape or a rape is not a rape. You condone it or you condemn it. Which one is it? You can't just today I condone it, tomorrow how do you call it? I'm against it. There you go. I just used that word 23 seconds ago. Anyway, condemn it. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so the same. The other guys say, don't make no mistakes. There's two opposite sides here that want something very opposite to what the other side wants. These guys want that, which they have it as of now, their country 100%, the Albanians in Kosovo. And the other ones are saying, no, you can't have that. That's going to come back to us. That's how it is. So how do you think these guys are going to negotiate? I want your wife, you want my wife. Kind of like, what the hell are you talking about? We can't, how are we going to negotiate? Unless you guys are swingers, I don't see how things will work. Or you just don't love your wife and then you can take her, give me a candy. You know what I mean? So this is an exchange I'm talking about. So I'm just saying here, Vucic could not have agreed to that and come back to Serbia and don't expect to those guys to pull a Mussolini on him. 1945, if you know what I mean, Milano. So it's just you can't. And I'm not gonna go into who's right, who's wrong. That's a different story. I have my personal, obviously, views on that, and I probably you figured it out from previous videos that I made on the issue. But nevertheless, things will get worse over there. About 600 police officers in the northern part of Kosovo, Serbians, they quit their jobs. Prosecutors, judges and all that, they quit their jobs, the governmental jobs of Republic of Kosovo. And who's patrolling over there? Is the European Union police. Have you heard about that? Do you have it in your country? I never heard about that. So there's like peacekeeping individuals from outside to make sure that these guys love inclusion and diversity, and somehow these guys don't like it, because make no mistake, the I was about to say Arabs, the Albanians in Kosovo, if they could get the Serbs out, they would be happy about it. Why? Less problems. And then you say, hey, what am I, you don't like diversity? Of course not. That's why they broke away. What are you talking about? And if the Serbs would like to have Kosovo, I guarantee you they would vote to have those guys gone, the Albanians. Why? Because it's a problem. They can't have the same territory and claim it, both of them. The problem is, you go in history and so on, it's, you could say complicated, but actually it's not complicated whatsoever. But that's what happens when you have other people from outside not knowing shit about the issue, like me, right? Getting in and saying, you know what, but I don't have any power to do anything. That's the difference between me and those guys who jump in and they kill people, 1999, bombard the whole country to get them to submit to something that they should have figured it out on their own. Hey, they were killing the Albanians. Well, what did the Albanians want? What did the Albanians want? So you see, you go to the origin, you go back. The more you go back in time and try to figure out, what the hell happened, you figure out that, hey, Kosovo, what Kosovo has to do with Albanians? Oh, what Kosovo has to do with the Serbs? Hey, how come that? Why do these guys want out? What did you guys do to these guys? Why did you guys want those guys out? It's a lot of, because if you go by the principle of self-determination, people's self-determination, you will have a problem in the United States right now. when you're going to have a lot of people saying, oh, this community is majoritarian or Romanian. We want to call it Romanian number 2, like poo-poo. You know, so what are you going to do about it? The right of self-determination. And if you don't agree with that, we're going to pick up arms. We're going to do what the Albanians did. And if you're going to kick our ass, it's going to be what? Russia come and help us or what? And bombard you guys? You see? So yeah, but it works here, but doesn't work over there. Do you have the right? Yeah. When? Under what circumstances? Well, you were killing those guys. Why? And those guys were backed by whom? Who started it? Anyway, and I'm not trying to be here. Oh, these guys are right and those guys are wrong. I think things could be solved peacefully, and something in between could be solved. The problem is they don't want that, and don't want that. They want either or. It's not okay. Let's no. It's either everything is mine, or I'm just gonna pop. That's on both sides. It's not I'm gonna get it. It's mine, and you can't have it. We can't have it together. So, and we can share, which it's understandable when you talk about Kosovo. In this case, for the Serbians, Kosovo is historically. Look what happened in Kosovo on 2 occasions, and not only. And then you look at the Albanians. What's Kosovo? Territory. How did you get there? What? I mean, that's for them to solve. That's their history. But I don't think anything positive will happen. Positive meaning peaceful happen in that side of the Balkans. I think things are going to get worse and worse and worse. And we'll see. And it's not going to be between the Albanians and the Serbs, because that could have been figured out a long time ago. It's going to be between Russia and the collective West, who sticks his nose in everybody else's business without even fucking knowing what they're talking about. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.